Good morning to all. I am Subramaniam, working as assistant professor in mechanical department at SNS College of Technology. I welcome you all for this session to see about the topic foundation for building construction. In this foundation, the necessary for it we have to study. It comes under the subject of basic civil engineering. The necessary for studying the foundation is whenever you are going to construct a building, the foundation is the important part to hold the whole building, whole structure. The lowest part of the structure is the foundation, and it ensures stability, also prevents the settlement also. So it distributes the loads on the structural loads evenly, as well as it resists the force of the wind or earthquakes. The prevention of the different settlement and also provides a level-based construction. In this, this is a drawing of the simple concrete, simple drawing of the foundation itself. So the reinforced drawing concrete is the folding is here, and it has been the foundation blocks has been located on the top of the reinforced, such that the foundation must be strong enough and hard. Must be a hard rock itself. On any conditions of the earthquakes or any wind also, it must not leave the building to sink inside or to be demolished or damaged here. On the next you see the foundation of this one. Classification is the classification of foundation depends upon the shallow foundation, deep foundation, and special foundations also. So it comes as shallow foundation means it's economical and is also used as a stable soil in the surface of it. And in the deep foundation, see there will be heavier loads or also weaker surface soils. If the soil, this foundation usually this foundation goes below the earth at the depth of the 4 feet to 6 feet only. It's one of the shallow foundations. And if the deep foundation means if the soil is not harder for the 4 feet or 6 feet, we must have a deep foundation to have the heavier load. Or also weaker surface soils, we must go for the deeper foundation itself. And special foundations, it is designed as a unique site itself. Conditions on the challenging environments. The soil may be of a smoother soil, or is a whatever you give the rocks based on it, also the rocks will be sinking in. For that, we go for a special foundation itself. And we can see some of the shallow foundations here. So the features of shallow foundation is the ground up itself. So the load transfer occurs on the shallow depths of typically less than the foundation width itself. Here the cranes are filling out on the foundation, working on the foundation itself, where the high rise of the building is there. On the this building is on the construction itself, so there's on the foundation part, it gives a suitable and ideal for lighter structures on the strong, stable soils. Your soil is very strong, sir. And it's the economic choice also, less material and simple excavations and simple construction also. If we go for the common shallow foundation types, sir, that is the spread footing or the combined footing and strip footing and raft or mat foundation, sir. So spread footing means individually pairs for the single columns will be there, whereas the combined footing means it will be supported by 2 or more columns. And for the strip footing, there will be continuous strips of the under the wall itself. Many columns will be placed on under the walls itself, such that it can be able to provide the foundation as well as the second floor or third floor itself. And raft or mat foundation is a large slabs covering the entire area. As a foundation itself, the column itself is not as a single small column, it will be as a breadth and width also. Next we see about the spread footing. These are the spread footing itself. So wherever the isolated footing is there, there will be a spread footing will be there, and the columns will be placed over it. And this is a single concrete pad itself there. So it will be used mostly used in the residential buildings, also light commercial structures. And we say about the raft foundation system. Raft foundation system is a blanket type itself. So the reinforced concrete will be having the full length itself there. So there will be sand and other beneath beneath the earth there will be parts will be there. So this reinforced concrete will be not as the shallow foundations, it not be as columns. The whole columns will be the reinforced concrete itself, and thus the flow surface will be there, and waterproof membrane will be placed in between the flow surface as well as the reinforced. You can see here the deep foundations, either the columns will be placed in such a way, it will be having heavy structural loads. It has to withstand heavy structural loads. Also, it will be placed only for the big soil surface itself. So there will be higher water table also will be provided, and the resistance for the against the wind and the slope ground level is critical here. So this is a pile foundation. Mostly pile foundation is used for the deep foundation itself. So the piles will be painted into the columns, painted into the earth by the columns, and on the surface of the piles, foundation will be as a stretcher foundation will be placed there. So this drill, first they will be drilling a hole. On the drilling hole, they will be placing a concrete as a shallow, hollow pipe itself there, and in this we will be pouring the concrete level as well as the irons rods will be placed there. So with this, we come to the end of this session. Thank you for seeing this session on the foundation itself. We will see the next one. Thank you, sir.